What's up, folks? Remember when I said that I'd be back with more theories following the newest trailer for God of War Ragnarok? Yeah, safe to say this one's gonna be rather juicy. As you have seen in the title of this video, yes, I do believe that we will be seeing Kratos' family again, specifically his family from Greece, his first wife Lyssandra and his daughter Calliope. But before we get into the nitty gritty, I want to say thanks for helping the channel reach the 5,000 subscriber mark. This is just insane to me, and I appreciate the God of War community so much. And to give back to all of you, I am planning to have a marathon stream of the entire Greek saga of God of War, in one giant sitting, with some other activities involved that I will be elaborating upon at a future date, so stay tuned for more news on it. And since we are at 5k subs, our next goal is to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Crazy, I know. To add to that, only 5% of viewers on the channel are subscribers, and subscribing is totally free, but not required. But regardless, I'll always be thankful for all of you being here. Anyways, we have some digging to do. Before the story trailer for Ragnarok released, it was already confirmed that we would be visiting all 9 of the Norse realms. In regards to this theory, I am alluding to our return to Helheim, Realm of the Dead, which was shown in the new story trailer. It's here that I think we'll be seeing Kratos' deceased family members. But how will we see Kratos' dead family in Helheim when they are all the way in Greece, just vibing in Elysium? To explain this, we need to refer back to God of War 2018 and share some rather interesting ideas. Following the retrieval of the Blades of Chaos, Kratos made his way to Helheim to obtain the heart of the bridgekeeper troll Matugur Helson, so that Freya could save the ill and dying Atreus after his godly nature that was kept a secret finally caught up with him, which Kratos of course took full responsibility for. After performing a top-notch surgical procedure and getting the heart, Kratos is greeted by an illusion of Zeus in the distance that goes away just as fast as it appeared. When Kratos asks Mimir how Zeus could possibly be in Helheim, Mimir lets him know that it was of course an illusion, and that Helheim is known for torturing anyone there with their own pasts. A bit later in the game, following a confrontation with Baldur, Kratos and Atreus both end up stranded in Helheim. It's here that we see Zeus once again, only this time Kratos' past self is here as well, and Atreus gets to witness Kratos killing his own father. As for why these illusions came to be, it could be simple fan service, but to go even deeper, Kratos' past is still bothering him heavily, however many hundreds of years later it has been since the fall of Olympus. But why did Kratos see Zeus, and why did he see himself killing Zeus? The answer is within the overall themes of God of War 2018. The suppression of Kratos and even Atreus' own godhood are central to God of War. Finding out who you really are and accepting that fact is, in my opinion, the main theme of the game. Kratos spends the majority of God of War 2018 keeping his past as a god a secret, and keeping Atreus' own godly heritage away from him, which causes many obvious problems. Kratos is a very conflicted character. He's ashamed of who he and his son are. His purpose in Midgard to begin with was just to live as a regular man despite being a god. And by the time Atreus witnesses the illusion of Kratos killing Zeus, he himself has already found out that he is part god. It only makes sense for Kratos to have seen Zeus in Helheim because of this. Zeus is the sole reason for Kratos existing, the sole reason for Kratos being a god to begin with. Kratos has internalized everything regarding his past as if it were just a bad dream. Seeing Zeus in Helheim and seeing a bit of what Kratos has done as a god are symbolic of Kratos' inner feelings, his guilt, and his conflict on who he really is. To him, gods like Zeus and himself are just monsters. And even though he has already made Atreus aware of his heritage, Kratos is afraid that his son will also follow in his footsteps. As for how this pertains to Kratos seeing his dead Greek family members in Helheim, we will be discussing that right now. In both story trailers for God of War Ragnarok that we have seen, there is a focus on Kratos and Atreus disagreeing on a lot of things. It's been pretty widely stated that Odin could possibly have something to do with all of this, but we don't really know yet. It's to the point where Atreus is keeping some kind of secret from Kratos, just like Kratos is still keeping secrets from him. Of course, Kratos will never turn on his own son, but he is very clearly worried about the decisions that Atreus is making, and is terrified of losing yet another family. So throughout God of War Ragnarok, I feel that Kratos will be constantly thinking about those that he has lost and how to prevent something like that from ever happening again. He will continue to do everything in his power to protect Atreus, no matter how reckless he needs to be. And let's be honest, Kratos killing his first family is the ginormous, massive, woolly mammoth in the room that needs to be addressed as soon as possible. Atreus needs to know what his father has done, and they both need to learn how to prevent something like that from ever happening again. So what better a place for this to occur than Helheim? We don't know the reason for our return to the realm of the dead, but that doesn't really matter for this video. No matter what, we will certainly be seeing more illusions when in Helheim, and since Kratos is going to be worried so much about Atreus, we will see Kratos' fear of losing him rise to the surface in the form of his first wife Lyssandra and his daughter Calliope. The long-buried and locked-away memory of the worst night of his life will come back to haunt Kratos, and I even believe that Atreus will get to witness the moment that Kratos murdered them. There's no way that Atreus doesn't somehow find out what happened on that night, whether he sees it firsthand in Helheim or if Odin is in his ear telling him everything. What's most important is how this will affect Kratos and Atreus' already seemingly strained relationship. Regardless of the outcome, there will be a hard lesson learned for those who keep secrets, no matter the intention behind doing so. To truly overcome his fear and ensure that the past doesn't repeat itself, Kratos needs to relive that night, whether he wants to or not. If you made it this far, I want to personally thank you for sticking around and watching this video. This theory may have been a little bit crazy, but that's what most theories are, and I believe that this one could very well be a possibility. What are your thoughts on it? Be sure to let me know in the comments. If you have your own ideas on if or how we will see Kratos' Greek family again, also share those if you feel like it. Again, I appreciate all of you taking the time to watch me ramble like a madman, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Be safe. And until next time, you all take care.